might be some issues in this game. But, you know, who knows? They sort of came out of the gate swinging, looking okay in game number 1. This is definitely a departure from what we've seen from them on the last tour. And it's something that people were wondering, how would it go? Switching over MC to the carry role, what do you think?
There's a lot to unpack, let's be honest. I don't know if we were going to be able to break it down in a single game, but yeah, so...
Oh, we will.
Okay, fair enough. Off we go. Yeah, so Mind Control going into the carry role. This might now be the rest of the tour. We kind of saw it, at least in that previous game, through playstyle-wise. Amar was, you know, trading farm for aggression, so we're kind of seeing it in game 1, now in game 2. I think my concern with Nigma's lineup right now is just the... When do the cores sync up with their timings, right? Like, Amar being a greedy Razor player, even on OG, when's the timing that enables everything? So I'm going to look to see when that happens. Maybe it presents itself after laning phase, but for now, Entity are going to be in the driving seat in regards to draft comfort, I feel.
Okay. Well, I can definitely agree with that. And I think that what has definitely proven to be a successful formula for Entity on occasion is just give Watson everything. Give this guy a great game. He will try and you know, put you on it, put you on his back and just carry you through it. NT picking up 3 of those bounty runs, by the way. And what a better way to do that than with this Katomi Magnus? You know, it's a position for Mag. He's going to be more free to run around, give that Empower away, and that does set us up for a bit of a weird one on the side of Entity with its position 3 snap. So I think it's still a really good hero. It's a great combo for it. Maybe we see some like cookie into skewer back plays as well. Who knows?
It's so much damage from a Mag Snap fire lane, right? Like, the Magnus will just go Mana Boots, you're going to have Shockwave, Scatter Blast, Fire Snap Cookie. Like, it is going to be an abundance of pressure and fight in this lane, and that's not really what Spectre likes to play into. So for Kuroki, he needs to find some early levels, probably just go Enchant and heal, and try and just survive through the lane, because this is a killer combo in the offlane from Entity.
It's so difficult to deal with, and yeah, something that they definitely are going to need to be very wary of, particularly if that lane pulls back and is close to the tower, because Kuro will just die if he gets skewered back, most likely, with all of that burst magical damage.
Yep, already. Katomi, he's blocked the small camp, he's then body blocked the hard camp, not allowing Kuroki to have any potential enchant. Of course, he's got the heal level 1, but just look at the damage from this.
Yeah, it's no joke. Forced to skill up that heal and use it there, Kuro, as they also pull the creep wave past. Amar already somewhat low down here on the bottom side of the map. I am going to have trouble distinguishing between those hero portraits. I'm not going to lie. The Faceless Void and the Razor, he's putting on a cosplay right now with that freaking Arcana.
Yeah, in the future, Nigma might have both of the heroes in the same team, so get ready for that one.
I'm ready. Well, you can see the esportbet.io odds very much, again, into the favor of Entity in this game, but there were moments where it looked okay last game. There were moments where things were starting to feel decent, but there was always that like impending sense of doom that was coming their direction. As MC did get that creep wave pulled back behind, so with the simultaneous pull coming out the other way, and Amar, even though the drain's going on, Watson says, I don't care, ready to fight. A couple more punches. They have the Fairy Fire. It is going to be First Blood going the way of Amar, but Watson, he survives through it.
Yeah, you see Watson, he's gone for the time dilation, time walk build. He doesn't even have a point in bash, so he's utilizing slow, the fact that Razor has multiple spells to spam.
And Kuro did get skewered back behind the tower, or maybe that was just playing around with the creep wave that was there. Regardless.
Taking the creep for a walk here.
Yeah. We'll just take a long walk away from there.
But this is not really what you expect or want from your Enchantress lane, right? Normally by minute 2 or 3, you've already got a creep. You start pulling out a hero, so yeah, I think Entity will be very happy. And now already straight onto Mind Control. They know that the Enchantress is deep in the dire jungle.
Oh, skewer back. Obviously not anywhere close to tower, but still can keep some pretty good pressure there onto MC. 8-2 so far versus the 10-3 of the Snapfire. The only lane where they're coming out ahead is Sumail facing off against this Invoker. 15-6 versus the 12-3. Doesn't quite connect there onto the chains. Stormstorm are able to create enough separation.
Yeah, the classic Quaswex Invoker against Ember Spirit. Of course, it forces Ember to not go any points into Flame Guard. You now go into Chains and Sleight of Fist. And yeah, I think both heroes should be able to farm up quite nicely. Of course, Sumail taking, the early lead. We even saw that in the previous game. The question will just be, how do they secure the runes to prevent Sumail from further continuing his aggression on the map?
Oh my god. Dude, I see these matchups that Sumail plays, and it's just like,
annoying.
I feel like it shouldn't be this good. I feel like he shouldn't be this good. You know, you think about this always as the counter pick, and obviously making the change up like you're talking about of slight chains instead, but he's still just like really hurting on him.
I feel like most Dota players have experienced the slight spam of an Ember Spirit, and when you're a Quaz Invoker with no points exhort, no damage, it's like it's hard to CS. Sure, you're annoying him, but yeah, Nigma, they really need some else to pop off, because in regards to like map plays, you've got Ench who can with a creep enable the map to some degree, but no one else is looking to do anything. Everyone wants to kind of sit in a lane and farm. So Sumo really has to take the reins and do it. And already he's just diving Storm once again. He got first button.
Oh my god. Is he going to go all the way in for it? Sumail with the bottle charge and the rundown. I think he's fully committing.
RNG go.
Oh, he gets the root and almost gets him killed. This is what I mean, like, even these little things, he's back behind the tower, so freaking aggressive, ready to go out again.
Stop, calm down.
Spamming the slight on him constantly. Stormstormer can't come up to the wave, it's too scary.
And he's got another slight change as well.
Got him, and tries to survive through it. Tornado, buying more time. I mean, I feel like he shouldn't be allowed to do this, but he just is, always.
I mean, Invoker has 20 regen per second right now. He's got the Ring of the Health, the Tower Aura, 3 points in quad, like the 3 quads orbs available. So, yeah, I mean, Stormstorm with his build is able to survive through it. Not many heroes could.
MC needing to get away. He's just dying to the right clicks. Doesn't have Cookie out in time. Cookie's Katomi. There's the stun. There's the kill. Very well played as they're able to punish up here top.
Yeah, and as soon as the mana boots come online, that's going to really just unlock this lane to do what it needs to do. Like Magnus and Snapfire, they just need a big mana pool to be able to continue poking down pre-Blade Mill.
Glimpse to break that link rather. And a fissure. Okay, now Fishman kind of caught on the wrong side of it. Will drop down the kinetic field of his own. Gets brought down so low, 15 HP, but he does survive through it in the end. So both off lanes getting pretty aggro. To be honest, all 3 lanes just getting aggressive in general. As GH keeps on tempting fate forward, trying to punish Watson there. We'll get another time walk out, so he lives. And Glimpse, Amar.
But no tower re-aggro. There was a couple melee creeps under the tower, so yeah, Amar was able to survive there.
It's close. Nonetheless, a really, really back and forth game a little bit between these lanes in terms of who's the one that's putting on the aggression. Sumail got level 6, went back home, and then Remnant's in again. As GH will continue to try and farm up and have a decent laning stage for himself as well.
Just looking back at mid lane, Sumail's just under the tower again. Like every time Stormstormer wants to try and do something, he's just getting slighted. You know, Kuroki, he even killed off Storm's courier.
Remnant, chase, chains there.
Ooh.
Oh, the stun, it's enough for the kill.
Yeah, it's got Bottle and Fairy, so it shouldn't be down to the tower. But maybe the Glimpse.
Remnant doesn't have the mana.
2 mana.
Oh, and Fishman, that is a lot of XP. Holy crap. He's level 5 now.
Bossman's about to hit level 6. Oh no. Okay, yep. Fishman's about to have the best entry to a game that you could ever ask for.
Yeah, that is going to be really insane.
Yeah,
although, that does mean Watson's alone down bottom here, and he's going to start to get punished a little bit. Still hanging on to that time walk, so uses it now to get away. And Stormstormer makes the rotation, actually. Wanting to find the kill here on Omar. Gets a lucky bash and gets the kill.
You just gotta love the discipline from Watson there. Like some players there instantly time walking away, but he understands. Like Storm's like, guys, I can TP, just chill, like bait them in.
MC, he might be in more trouble now too. Oh, he gets away. Never mind. The heal was there. Didn't have a cookie.
He's growing stronger. You know, the stick, the Wraithband, the Chainmail, plenty of ways for MC to survive up and tank up, especially with the Nature's Attendants behind him. But yeah, so far laning phase, you just look at the net worth, all 3 cores on Entity, thriving.
And that is the level 6 reveal.
8 minutes, yep.
Sumail, very, very low. Glimpse pulls him back in. The turn now with the rotation in from GH, but Katomi nearby, ready with the skewer if things get a little bit testy. They get the kill onto Fishman, and now another kill maybe going to be gifted over to him. Doesn't matter if they got that level kill, kill with the Disruptor, as they bring down both of the supports. And
Void TPing the Chrono.
Just walking away. Watson drops the Chrono, and that's going to be enough to secure the finish. Watson even gifted that kill. So Stormstormer rotates to his lane, gets a kill, and then they rotate in the other one, and they get a kill here too.
I feel like if you're Nigma here, you're pretty happy with the fact that the level 6 disruptor, there wasn't that additional damage source. So, you know, Sumo getting even a couple kills, that could have just been like the end of his game in regards to his momentum if he was to get shut down once more. So,
looking for it here. Kisses. And speaking of the end of his game, MC gonna die up top. That one's a little rough.
This is not really a lane you enjoy playing, that's for sure.
Watson.
Everyone's just fighting non-stop.
Time walk to get out of there. And Sumail keeps the chase going for Fishman. The time dilation will connect onto Amar, but not on Sumail. And now up top, Kuro is going to be found. Kuro is going to get punished too. So Entity, they lose their support down bottom, but find the one up top. And Meteor Hammer, it is online. But the Fissure.
Yeah!
They found the answer.
Woo! We've got the counter, boys!
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that matters a lot. Like, the fact that he just doesn't get a free Meteor Hammer over and over and over again, I feel like GH just follows him around.
100%. Like, 24-second cooldown on Meteor Hammer was like 17. Yep, 17 scaling to 15. Like, yeah, this Earthshaker, all he has to do is just follow Stormstormer, hit the stun, and now this gold is all wasted on the Invoker for now.
That's awesome.
What an incredible counter.
Just have the Fissure ready. Why not? Mid lane.
Oh,
they
there
got a
is another
Fissure
one.
to use for something else. Stormstormer blocked off and killed. So Nigma pulling things together here. Maybe I was premature to call at the end of the game there for poor old Spectre. MC getting involved.
You call in the 9-minute GG on a Spectre.
I mean, look, it was looking rough up there for a little bit. He's still bottom of the course. Katomi's almost out of him.
Yeah, that's fair. But I feel like this is what Nigma wanted to do in the previous game, and this is probably the team talk that they had, right? It's like, if we're against this Invoker doing Hammer, we need to take down his tower. We need to, you know, progress the map state a little bit. So, yeah, so far, much better performance entering the game.
Sumail.
Oh, no, the
stomp.
central!
They got him
There
all.
it is.
The echo's enough.
That was
Well
close.
played. But now, can't Fissure me now, can you, GH? Stormstormer moves on in, and, well, they're going to pair together for a kill, but Sumail, now he is maybe in some trouble. Katomi, ready, RP onto 2, ready for the skewer back, connects on the Static Storm. Fishman right there, get on back over here, buddy. The glimpse, oh, it was a little bit late, and then jumps in.
Clean.
Fishman goes down by Sumail, and they can't even get the Ench.
Some clean remnanting from Sumail there.
Oh, yeah.
This is the fun part of the game where either team can get these like cheap kills with all the spells, but they nearly just grief themselves with the Centaur creep. And Kuroki, farewell, boss. Thanks for showing in the lane, but when Toby's here, you're going to go down.
Well, another round of Meteor Hammer, this time on to MC, is going to force him back. Does have that Blade Mail already completed on the Spectre at the very least. But you can see sort of the way that this is tilting a little bit. And also the big thing is, you know, you've got this like Mask of Madness done on Faceless Void. Katomi's playing nearby him, so when he wants to farm, as soon as Katomi gets some points in power,
he's
helpful.
not loving it, boss. He's enjoying himself right now. You know, 4-point Shockwave, 2-point Skewer.
He'll be there soon, surely.
I would be, yeah, I'd say maybe like a casual point at 8, and then he can look for Skewer after. Could also be an option.
MC, no mana. The ward dropped down and looking for a fight now. Gets him right on the edge, and Mortimer's Kisses paired together with it is going to be the easy bring down. So Watson gets the kill onto Amar and going to go and take his Ancients.
All right. I don't want to put any cause for concern for any Nigma fans out there, but we'll watch this mid engagement first, and then I'll raise the point.
Oh, go for it. Oh, there's nothing going on here.
Okay, so, oh, hold on a second. Sumo's looking.
It's fine.
He's tickling.
Surely.
Just you wait.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely going to come.
So Amar's going Midas. Oh, no. Oh, okay. God, he changed it. He's got BKB. Okay.
There it is.
He scared me. That's why I paused. You know, I wanted to give him the opportunity to maybe change his itemization before I talk about it.
That's fair.
He died, tabbed in Midas, respawned, tabbed in BKB. And, like, if he goes
Reformed.
Midas, he reformed. Woohoo! Let's go, baby. It's like, if he goes Midas, Etta GG, Entity, congratulations. You know, I don't think you can go Midas with a Spectre on your team. Like, it's too much. So I'm so happy that I paused and allowed him to, you know,
Absolutely.
to reconsider.
Well, let's see how this one goes, because there is a smoke game coming down his direction. They find Kuro. Mar thinks about going for a moment. Ooh, RP. was not actually used, but they were thinking about it.
It looked pretty.
Do have no Mortimer's Kisses for another 40 seconds. So Entity, in spite of rotating down here, aren't actually going to go for the full commitment.
Yeah, the key thing for Nigma right now is they need to utilize Sumo. When he feels strong, they need to back him up and throw bodies to make kind of chaos and just events happen on the map. Because right now, MC, if the game is in like a static state, there's going to be a Snapfire running at him, either a Stormstorm Invoker throwing out, taking away his mana, like things to annoy him. And they really need the Spectre to scale into the game. Because Spectre, fundamentally, is a very good pick against the heroes of Entity. It's like it counters near all of them if you have a good game, but yeah, so far it's not looking too good.
Sumail, he might be in trouble here. The Meteor Hammer's coming down. It lands. The RP ready afterwards. Skewer back. Dodges remnants away. But Sumail, he's going to die. Katomi likely to go down and return, though.
Damn.
So the trade-off there is a Disruptor and a Mag for the Ember. Maybe could have used that RP earlier, but I think they still go down to the Echo Slam anyways.
I got to remember that I'm casting, because I see these cool plays and I'm just like about to scream and like, wait a second. There's people listening to this. I can't just get excited over random stuff every single time. That was a nice little dodge. Still goes down in the end, but yeah. This is like kind of where Nigma will thrive. It's like that Sumo X Factor with like Ench and Earthshaker are like incredible supports, like propelling heroes to do more in fights. And like it's kind of the chase down. Like when you get Razor BKB, Amar can play like the Slark in the previous game, just like A-click into the enemy jungle and absorb some spells. But I think that's where Entity need to be careful. It's like you can...
Speaking of being careful, actually, they've got 4 heroes coming down here. Toby does have Greaves at the ready. And, well, he might need to use it. Pops it immediately. Has the cookie to get over the hump. Makes his way away. And now, Kinetic Field down onto 2 with the Mortimer's Kisses. Amar, he's in very far and going to be dropping, it looks like. So they do manage to get the counterplay, and now GH is also going down. So Entity, reading the movement down bottom, managed to turn it again. I mean, ganking the top net worth hero feels good, but when backup can get there, it's rough.
Yeah, it's you're playing against good vision and a disruptor. You're always going to get punished if you're not decisive with your engagement. And that is somewhat the weakness of Nigma's lineup. They don't cleanly execute a hero if they find them, right? It's a lot of chip, it's a lot of poke, outside of maybe that Echo Slam. And I think that's why the panel is having some concerns with Nigma's lineup. It's the, when Void does get items, like, how do you kill off a farmed Void? Like, GH can't do everything in the fight. He can't 100 to 0 Void and then kill everything else as well, or at least lock them down.
No, it's true, and GH is getting closer to that Blink Dagger, which is going to help to enable that, and maybe then you can make a couple, like, movements around trying to find Watson somewhere and kill him off, as Fishman has just been chased around by these creeps for a while now. Watson wanting to find Kuro.
Oh, a courier finds him.
Goes right underneath, but doesn't look like they caught sight. So he's just going to be sitting here for a little bit, AFK for a bit. Perfectly fine. Meteor Hammer in towards mid. And that should be the tier 1 going down.
Took longer to take it this time around. It was like, what was it, like minute 9 in the previous game? Now minute 17. No joke aside, the Shaker kind of did actually prevent Stormstormer from having a very fluid game in regards to his hammer usage.
Oh yeah. No, it was really good, I felt like. The problem was that they just brought a bunch of heroes then.
Yeah, that's also true, yeah.
And then killed the Shaker.
Shaker +1.
Watson spots MC. Now, he does have Chrono, but no friends nearby to go for the kill. They're going for the kill down bottom. And they are going to find Mr. GH, who did not get the Blink Dagger delivered to him and is going to fall.
But he did buy it at least, so it's not as if it's going to delay. When we think about initiators, Mag just complete Blink, Earthshaker completes Blink. So both teams have an opportunity to accelerate the game with a smoke into a big pickoff.
Right. There is always, on the side of Nigma, going to be that advantage, though, of having the Spectre haunt to, like, you know, start some of these fights off and maybe find that Katomi Magnus right at the start, breaking his blink. But we'll have to see if that actually happens or not.
Yeah, I feel like for Nigma, they have a couple ways to start an engagement. It can be Kuroki, just A-clicking into the enemy jungle. You know, some Nature's Attendants. Ooh, whatever, I'm an Ench, right? If you kill me off, then at least I'll give vision for everyone else to take the fight. Or on the flip side, of course, it will be Amar when he eventually picks up the BKB. But yeah, for now, Nigma, they have the Blink, they have the Haunt. They got everything they need to to punish, but they easily can get wiped here, right? You're going into Static Storm, Chrono, and RP.
But they find Fishman. This is a good one to start it off with. So the Fissure out. Sumail will drop here. Will they be able to connect for any more afterwards? Or will they just sort of retreat back?
They're whittling down the big resources, right? Like RP's on cooldown for 40. You got Static Storm on cooldown for 80 now. In the back of their minds, it's like, we only care about Chrono now. Of course, it's probably one of the best spells to deal with this aggression, but still, it is giving a window for Nigma to try and take a fight to Entity, even with their 3k lead.
They really need to be able to take this tower away, and it doesn't feel like any of them are really confident to stand there. I mean, Amar is just running down bottom right now.
It's a pointless exercise, really. Like,
yeah.
you got to find kills. If you try and go for towers, you don't really have a building hitter. You can't rely on the Ench creep. Razor doesn't want to do it. Like, you're going to get hit by some Mortimer Kisses or a Glimpse or something. Even the Chrono that we're mentioning.
Oh, Mar. Oh, Mar.
Farewell.
He is going to be in some trouble now, and they have the Meteor Hammer, will land. Don't even need to use the Chrono. Ench is dying on the other side. That one hurts. They saw him walk by under full vision of that ward and then just TP'd and killed him.
Yeah, they don't really have a way to start the fight. It's why this game feels uncomfortable for Nigma. Like, sure, you have the Shaker, right? But it's like, you smoke to mid-tier 1 Tornado to disengage, and it's like, do we really want to dive deep behind this? Not really. And then, of course, Entity, they read that movement. After a smoke up, your team naturally wants to disperse to kind of recover the wasted gold and XP from grouping up. And yeah, Entity can just isolate that one hero, and of course, it's going to be Amar trying to push the limits on where he can farm and gets punished once again. Well,
you can see right now, Entity very much in a controlling position, but they want to try and find some type of a pick-off here. Stormstormer going to get caught. The root is there. Tornado goes onto both of them. The disarm for the pushback, so they don't have control for him yet. Underneath the ward, so can't even go for the Ghost Walk away. And Nigma, they pick up the kill. A much-needed one on Stormstormer.
Yeah, a critical kill. And also MC, we haven't really mentioned him too much, but he is getting back into the game slowly. He's going to have that Axe complete, so that exact play that we just saw, next time around, it's not a Haunt. It's going to be the Axe instead. You're going to be jumping on top of the Shadow Step. And yeah, you can increase the pace of the game. But this is pretty much Nigma's best timing in the next 5 minutes. It will be the Axe on Spectre, the BKB on Razor, and look to go fight, fight, fight.
Still getting closer and closer to that one being done. But they do also already have the answer, obviously, with the Mag Blink RP ready to go if things get a little bit testy.
And a Chrono. I'm trying not to say that again and again, but it's like...
it's dangerous.
Entity have the tools. That's the thing. Like, to be very clear, Entity's draft in this game, it's like they have all the tools to deal with Nigma's lineup. Like, I don't think anyone looking at this is like, wow, Nigma has got like this incredible OP scaling draft, right? It's like, outside of Spectre, Entity on paper should be able to deal with what Nigma has. So it's on Nigma to find these elements of kind of map play.
Well, they are going to find Kuro there and maybe keep him alive even.
Oh no, it's an Enchantress, mate. Look at him.
There's the better play that they're going for off to the side, which is trying to take down Roshan. So BKB done now for Watson as they're going to claim the Aegis. And, I mean, Haunt is not at the ready either, so yeah, they really can't do anything to try and come and steal this.
Yeah, they're just not ready for this at all. Alacrity on top of the Void, Master Madness plus Master, and plenty of damage to deal with this.
Oh, Amar. He has his BKB, but RP already used. They pull him back in, try and kill him off, pops the BKB, turns for a fight. Watson actually starting to drop, has a time walk to get out of there. Has Alacrity still going? Is he going to be in trouble? They burn through the Aegis at the start. That is about as good as it gets for Nigma. Can they find any more? Didn't want to pop his BKB for that usage. So Entity, they whiff on the first go on Amar's BKB.
Yeah, some rare mistakes in the team fight from Entity. You know, you got the RP, but you don't hit the Sunstrike, the skewer back from the follow-up. Yeah, of course, nice positioning from GH to disengage a little bit with the Fissure to disjoint Watson's kind of entry to the fight. But yeah, that was the perfect opportunity for Nigma to not get rolled over with a very quick clinical Roshan, or Aegis, sorry, from Entity.
Right, and I think the biggest thing there is it really extends the timing when maybe Nigma can take advantage of like these couple of items that are online, right? You can maybe take a fight now with Razor BKB, which is going to be decent. Ember's almost got Sanj and Kaya, which is going to help him out to increase that damage and survivability. But you do still have this sort of looming threat and danger of, you know, Invoker getting out of control late game with the Faceless Void.
Yeah, and on the flip side, actually, now that I think about it more, there is a chance where Nigma, if they overcome like the mid game and get it to like a later state of the game, tankiness could be their best friend. Like, can a Razor die inside a Chrono if he has, let's say, like AC, Halberd, the BKB? I see in his quick buy, he's got like a heart, for example. Like, there is a scenario where this Razor gets so tanky that, you know, Spectre, Ember, they are, you know, late game enjoyers. They
Right.
easily can scale. So there's this part of the game not too great for Nigma. Of course, they can get absolutely wiped, but I can see like some end game with some comeback potential if Nigma does struggle in the next 10-15 minutes, if they can get to these big items that they're hoping for.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, it's definitely a big question mark. And I think the thing that I want to watch for is, like, now that you've lost this Aegis as entity, do they still want to try and play sort of in that domineering fashion across the map, or are they going to be more comfortable taking it to the late game? I remember so many of those entity games when we were in the tiebreakers where it was just game after game going 60 minutes or something like that. And who knows, you know, the patch didn't change that much. Might get another one in it for us.
I mean, I kind of hope so. I feel like Entity, they are one of the better teams at producing these 60-minute bangers, if not longer. And this one does have the potential to shape up to be like it. You know, Entity, they are itemizing for the moment. You've got this Blink on Invoker, Disruptor going for Tranks into Drum, most likely going to be going Boots of Bearing at the after, so it's like... yeah, they have itemized for a very mid-game lineup, and if they whiff on some spells like they did in the top lane, then, yeah, you know, Nigma, they will be able to survive through it, weather the storm.
Well, Toby does have the almost full pipe completed as... Wait a minute, are they going for a little bit of a battle here?
They tried to.
Couldn't quite connect. Fishman waiting for one more to show. But nobody is going to do that on the side of Nigma. But yeah, the early goings is still a slight lead, about 3,000 gold into the favor of Entity, as TPs are going down bottom instead, and they actually found him. Toby in no man's land gets caught. Already used the cookie, already used the force staff, going to be brought down. So Nigma able to dodge the gank top and then find a kill bottom.
Yeah, and that's what Entity have to be careful for. When they're ping-ponging around the map, trying to go for these pickoffs like they did in the previous game, like they're trying to do in this game, a failed TP into no pick, it gives Nigma that opportunity. Like, they have to respect the Spectre being able to follow up on anyone that they find.
And particularly now that Earthshaker has that shard too, your angle of initiation and control can be way bigger because, you know, Spectre obviously with Shadow Step and just a jump can do a ton, particularly if they're just, you know, stunned for the duration of it. And they run in. Ready to go. Watson's there, does have the chrono ready if he wants to drop it, but just will back away with that BKB. So Nigma starting to hit their stride.
Yeah, I feel like Entity, after this Aegis, they've not really been able to put themselves in a position to utilize their counter-aggressive heroes, and they're giving Nigma quite a lot of map to play. We're not really feeling the threat of the chrono, and you know, Dota's one of those games where it's like, even if that you have the heroes and spells, like if you're not using them, your opponent gets the confidence to continue playing with that playstyle, and I think that's exactly what's happening with Nigma right now. It's like, why are we caring about this chrono? Why do we care about this static storm? Like, they're not using it that well right now. Let's continue trying to build an advantage.
All right. Well, I will say that I think as this game gets later and later, my worry about this, you know, Magnus and power with Chrono and all the other things that we've talked about, it does become bigger and bigger. But
oh, for sure, 100%.
Could be a rough timing here, particularly if they can keep making use of this, like, Earthshaker Fissure within the Shadow Step combo. Would be really nice coming out from Nigma if they can make that move.
I've never seen a more impactful 2-5 Razor before than this BKB Halberd. Like, Amar's playing a whole new playstyle of offlane, which is like, he doesn't initiate, he just kind of aggressively exists.
There you go.
And it's kind of working out, especially in this game. It's giving everyone else some
Look at this smoke
platform to play on.
Fishman, Katomi, Amar runs right into both of them. RP thought about it, but Static Storm down, and now Katomi drops it, the skewer to pull away one. Watson focuses now onto Amar, but down south it's Sumail who's running after Toby. Will get the cookie to run away from him, and now Shadow Step forward, finds that Snapfire, gets the kill. GH controlling now onto Stormstormer, nowhere left to go. Watson just has to run away. So they will still chase there after Watson does manage to create some separation and get out of harm's way for the moment, but it's not for forever, as the chase is still going, and eventually they're going to give up on it, it looks like.
You know, GH is looking. He might try to blink Fisher just to... Go on, blink, get it! Oh,
can't get him.
Yeah, I mentioned this aggressively existing strategy, and it's kind of what's happening, right? He walks up, Entity go to initiate on him. It's like, wait a second, what are we doing? And then the rest of Entity very kind of discombobulated with how they want to take that fight. You know, there's a lad to the left, lad to the right. Nothing's really connecting, and we're not seeing the Chrono into Sunstrike, into, you know, Mortimer Kisses. It's very much just every man for themselves and hope to survive. And of course, Nigma, they're going to thrive with this. Razor running through, Ember running through.
It fits really well with their style. And
yeah,
you did see the gem get taken away too. So Earthshaker now has Fishman's gem. They're going to try and shut down more of this map and take away the vision, force them to play in the dark. But they're looking up top right now, trying to find Sumail. Will they be able to get him? Chrono is out. The Meteor Hammer to follow. Is it going to be enough damage? Yes. So the easy movement up top finds the kill with that Chronosphere.
Took them about 10-15 minutes to find that punishment, but, you know, Entity, they've been able to, you know, finally connect on some of their big spells now. And yeah, just remind Nigma that they can take the fight if they are able to, you know, clean up their act a little bit.
Right.
But with Sumail down, this should be, in theory, a tier 2 falling for, or going the way of Entity.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing to me, that, like, this hero on Faceless Void just becomes so weird and insane and strong, where, like, you start to become a problem even when you don't have Chronosphere. Like, you get that Aghanim Scepter or what have you, he is going to be an issue. But they're sticking around up top. Entity wanting to get the most out of this with Sumail gone. Now GH is nearby, ready to jump in at a moment's notice with level 2 Echo. And it looks like as the rest of the team shows up from Nigma, Entity will decide to retreat.
Okay. But I respect that. You know, Nigma, they actually throw some bodies up here. They don't do anything else on the map, so yeah, just kind of reminding Entity that they'll still look to do it. They'll still look to fight. Yeah, they're very uncomfortable right now, actually. I don't think they're enjoying this game in any way. Like, the fact that it's been about 15 minutes of just awkward fights.
Well, Roche, very quick respawn there on it. So it is back up again.
Chrono up in 45 seconds, so Nigma, if they are to scout it out, of course they do have Manta on Spectre. Like, there are ways to do it, but I'd be surprised if either team was to rush into the pit due to their kind of counter-aggressive capabilities in these choke points.
I will say that, like, with this window, if they show a couple of heroes, they might be willing to go. And actually, it looks like they are going. Yeah, nope.
Instant scan.
It's a really quick spawn. But they are going to see that it's going down now. Watson wanting to make the move over. Still 15 seconds until Chrono's back offline. They're going to smoke. They need to go without him. Watson's going to show up to this one a little bit. Well, actually, he's with them right now. But Mortimer's Kisses goes out. Amar trying to be the bulwark in front of all of them. Katomi says, I don't care, but the skewer back onto one, but they find it onto Watson. Control is there. Tornado out. Roche still dropping lower and lower. Sumail trying to keep Katomi away. They have him down low, and, well, Watson is in a ton of trouble, but they drop it down immediately. Watson able to do it, but MC's the one that got the Aegis. Does he have enough to kill off Sumail here? I'm not so sure. A really good Chrono connects onto the Enchantress too, but he can't go in. Has to back away.
There's just no damage.
The rest of the team is gone. Watson looking for the TP out. GH not going to have it. Watson's still going to make him work for it for a little bit here, but eventually they're going to be able to run down this Faceless Void most likely. Although he is pretty freaking annoying, and GH does have the time dilation, so his Blink Dagger keeps on being broken. Watson trying to make his way out of here. Creating some separation. Stormstormer's nearby.
Keep running.
Amar. Oh, there's the fissure and the deafening blast, the pushback.
What the hell am I watching?
Lift up and, well, Watson, he's still getting away.
You got it, boys. Go, go, go.
He's going everywhere. He's going to get down to the low ground to the other side.
Keep going, boys.
And Katomi force-stabs him out of there. But Ghost Scepter, pull back. Excuse me, MC. Almost in some trouble. Could get glimpsed again if they want to go for that now. But MC's going to be away, and somehow, someway, Watson survives through it all.
Oh, God. Cue the clowny chase music, that's for sure. I think Nigma really They hoping they had like one stun, one hex, one something, but whew,
Nothing there.
nothing there at all.
Damn.
Fight-wise, though, again, it just proves for Nigma, like, they are the kings of the fight right now if they can just make it chaotic. If this Amar Razor, who just, you know, gets to the backlines, prevents Entity from, like, formulating their spells perfectly, also doesn't help for Entity. I think they were late with the smoke. When they got to the area, Toby threw in the Mortimer's Kisses in the hope to disjoint that Roshan. And, yeah, once again, I just feel like Entity, they have all the team fight in the world, but sometimes you have too much team fight, where, like, getting it off at the same time, making it feel good, can be hard, and I think that's the issue of Entity right now. It's so much that can go well for them, but you can't do it when it's the fights aren't, you know, cleanly set up for you under your own vision.
Right. Well, and I think that some of that too is like, you know, Nigma definitely taking full advantage of a moment that is sort of like hard to replicate, right? Roche respawning, they scout it, they have vision, like almost instant spawn, and then it's suddenly Entity have to run across the map and get to them.
Yep.
I'm wondering over the next couple of minutes if that type of thing is going to be able to continue as, yeah, quick and easy blow up there. MC makes it happen.
It also helps when in the previous game when Fishman popped off in this disruptor, now it's like if you see him for a second, MC has one job, just kill him.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like even if MC dies, you've got this Razor and Ember behind you, and I had a lot of concerns about the greediness of Nigma's lineup. I was worried if they could get this into the game. And yeah, I think 35 minutes in, they are happily in this game where no way do they have scaling issues now.
Right, and it's just going to come down to more of how does the sort of gameplay work? What's the vision like? How do they find him on the map and that type of stuff?
Yeah, and it helps, you know, Kuroki with his build, he's got the Holy Locket, the Glimmer Cape, extra magic resist on his 10. Like he can just stand up front and create this vision.
It was a pretty bold attempt right there to go onto him, and Stormstormer shows up. MC is in pretty far.
He has an
Still
Aegis.
has the Manta, but looks like he's willing to sort of put himself very far forward aggressively.
The heart is complete, boss. It's
Yeah.
4,000 HP on Amar.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, he's going Hex after that into Refresher. His job is just to be the big boy that finds the backline and just prevents him. Like, Snapfire can't throw out spells from the backline. Razor's going to be on top of you. Again, Mag can't blink because of the Spectre Haunt. Disruptor can't really use Static Storm due to the abundance of BKBs. And yes, it honestly is such a difficult portion of the game from Entity. Like, this is probably not how it should have gone for them, at least, I think, in their minds.
Well, yeah, after that first Aegis, you sort of anticipated that things were just going to sort of follow that natural formulaic takedown tower after tower move, and then suddenly Watson loses the Aegis to the BKB turnaround from Amar, and it all falls apart. But obviously, with Invoker, with Faceless Void, having a mag position 4, can never fully count them out, but it is definitely Nigma that are kind of in the driver's seat at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those games where Watson needs to get to the point where he's an aggressor without Chrono.
Yeah.
Like, he's going for Silver Edge right now, like he has Skadi. There's ways for him to threaten, but once he has that like independence from Chrono, and then on top of that, you have Invoker with some kill threat, the Shard, the level 20 talent with the media damage, maybe like a Hex Axe. Sure, the game can easily flip, but yeah, right now...
Mar just runs right in. Toby is getting gone on, gets stunned, gets controlled, and gets killed. So they do manage to bring that position 3 Snapfire down, and Razor popped his BKB. They just are not afraid, ready to keep going for more.
I mean, you don't want to show on the map if you're Entity. Like, if you show for a split second, there's going to be some fissure from the fog, some shadow step on top of you, followed up by Sumel's Ags remnanting from a mile away. Like, it is not easy for Entity to really push out lanes or show right now.
It's interesting. I haven't seen, I don't think, the Storm Surge move speed talent for the Razor. I feel like I almost always see the Eye of the Storm interval. But he's going around at 470 movement speed now. He is very swift.
He is tanky, he is swift, he is annoying, he is Amar.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Stormstormer does hit that level 20, so has the Chaos Meteor damage talent. But even at 38 minutes, Meteor hammering towers as the BKB and the Ghost Walk run away will keep him alive.
The tower has fallen. It's like as annoying as like a Nature's Prophet with like the old school Shard, even when they used to buy Meteor Hammer, it's exact same concept. And that's pretty much what Entity can do right now. I feel like if they leave their base and smoke up, all Spectre has to do is press one horn, and the fight will be way too hard to play out. Like, even look, Kataomi shows for a second, and already, like, shoot, get back to your base.
Right. Remnants away from that EMP. Amar can't keep the link going. Kataomi still could look for an opening here. As Watson jumps forward, takes away that ward, then they're away. But yeah, 4,000 gold lead right now for Nigma. 17 to 20. As we get closer and closer to the super late stage dynamic, MC is definitely feeling like one of those heroes that, I mean, particularly once this Abyssal Blade is going to be done, that's when it's really rough.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Amar, down bottom. The skewer pullback, they had him on the vision with that ward.
That's the damage.
Do they want to go all the way in for this one, though? Fishman, Force Staff tries to get away, but they did manage to get the glimpse to force him back. And now MC, he's already caught by the chrono. Watson trying to do what damage he is. He doesn't know who to hit. He doesn't know which target to go for. The RP is there for round 2 after the Meteor Hammer, but they don't have the damage. They don't have nearly enough. Kataomi forced to skewer away. And Watson also can only look on, although Toby jumps in and is definitely going to be going down right now. They had some really good control, but they don't have the damage.
I mean, Amar's living his best life right now. Like, this is what he wanted to do in the Slark in game 1, but now on Razor, he's able to do it, but like tenfold better. He starts the fight in a 1v5 situation, just walks into the middle of them, sets up for a horn, and yeah, at that point, they've just used everything for nothing.
And now, no chrono. Question is, what are you going to do at this point? Good fissure to separate that. And well, Kataomi trying to get away from Amar. The slowdown is there with the Ice Wall. That probably keeps him alive. As Roche, another quick respawn. Amar has 15 seconds until his BKB is back off cooldown. Watson's not even here, though. And the Chaos Meteor damage, it's not nearly enough. They just shrug that one off. Watson finally shows back up. But Amar, he's just going to pop that ulti, walk away from him, jumps forward, wants to do what damage he can, and now the glimpse for the pullback, and Kataomi says, get on into the fountain then.
That's
You're not
right.
going to go for anything else. We're going to find that final touch for a couple quick kills. Amar's still so low.
Pick up the kill!
He ends up getting him. They bring him down. Oh, Stormer. Well, yeah, you just survive through it. It's pretty rough.
Are we looking at a game 3 ban Razor situation, or whew?
I don't know.
Look at his quick buy. He understands how tanky he is. He's going for the Bloodstone. Like,
It ain't break, don't fix it.
I mean, he's got Heart, a Halberd, a BKB, the Titan Sliver, throw in a Bloodstone instead of that Wraith Band. He is going to arguably be unkillable. The Fountain is all Entity need to kill him off.
Right. And I mean, I think that... Oh, wait a minute, though. Are they going to get this? So the dagger goes out. We're 50 seconds with no Razor. I mean, it's a dangerous proposition, but I feel like they got to go for something big here.
They have to. Like, even just forcing the Razor buyback, prevent that next item coming in, like, the economical damage.
They want to take a fight first, though. They take away that vision. Watson thinking about starting it, and they decide to go. Now, with the rest of Nigma here, it's a, well, pullback. They find the Enchantress, Kuro in trouble, but MC has already jumped into this fight. Remnant, Echo Slam, though, connects on the 2, and then the RP. It's not going to be enough. Watson down to half HP. He's dying to this Spectre, but they do manage to get the kill nonetheless, and they also get that Ember. But now the Torrent Sumail shows back up, and they're going to blow him up. Watson goes down. Toby soon to be next. They use the buyback on both the Spectre and the Ember, and then they're going to win that fight, earn themselves the Aegis. Kataomi tries to blink away, but he blinked into a fissure, and GH was always going to find him.
Double buybacks, but, you know, such critical buybacks, you get the Roshan yourself. You got to respect Entity trying to go for it. I think they showcased what they could have done, like 20, 30 minutes ago, what they could have done with their spells, but just a little bit too late for them. And now, yeah, Nigma throw the Aegis onto Spectre, refresh onto Sumo. Yeah.
And, I mean, you can see how good this, like, could have been, and Watson, you know, doing a good chunk of damage, gets that RP off, but dying to, like, the blade mail on Spectre, it meant that when the buyback came out, there was just nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, and the whole kind of archetype of Nigma's aggression has been Amar at the front. So sure, when Amar isn't there, Entity, of course, they can easily take the fight, can easily try and punish, but as soon as he re-emerges, And on top of that, how easy Ember is able to get back into the fight.
Oh, whoa, whoa, Fishman. Static Storm got to run away. Amar, he's ready to go into the fountain. And Fishman TP's back home from inside home. Nowhere is really safe. Amar will get glimpsed again. And doesn't look like he's that concerned.
He's got like 25 seconds of not caring. When Mag's up, of course, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Little skewer situation, of course, that'll be pretty bad. But yeah, for now.
Well, the plus side, if you're Entity, is that they've only lost the Tier 3. They're likely about to lose the first set of racks here in this game. But, you know, it's not easy. Force sap him in, actually. MC. Okay, 5 seconds until Mag is back up. If they can keep him here for a little bit longer, things could look okay. Watson jumps in too, still disarmed for a very long period of time, and Glimpse not off cooldown, so they can't quite pull him back, but the stun, the Hex, the RP, they catch it on both of them, and now Mortimer's Kisses, but they haven't finished off MC yet. They finally do. The Echo Slam is good, but not good enough. Watson jumps away, knows that Amar is too much to handle right now. They lose the Mag again. Fishman gets back to the fountain, but that is going to be the full walk away from him. And, wow, that one hurt.
Okay, Entity, they have the Chrono back up. They're trying to do something.
Go on to Fishman. Force Staff keeps him alive, and now the Chrono. It's down, but who's the target? Who's he going for? Watson finally chooses it. Has the second round maybe. Tries to bring down GH there. Does get the bash for the kill. Stormstormer manages to get away from Sumail, actually. This fight's still extending out somehow, some way, but Sumail goes into the fountain, kills off Stormstormer. Now they jump forward. Watson on to Amar. Still trying to bring him down. It is not easy to kill this Razor at all. And with the Meteors out, it is going to be the BKB in response. Amar gets out of trouble, but now they glimpse him back in, and now the Static Storm is down, but the Hex is there. Stormstormer tries to do it. He doesn't have the spells off cooldown. Amar's walking back into the fountain, trying to trade over the cheese into his inventory. That keeps him alive, but it might still get him dead nonetheless. MC, Tornado lift up, 3 seconds till Mag. He might be taking a trip to the fountain too. MC wants to get out of there, but the TP, Katomi going really far away, wanted to catch the backline, gets MC there, and MC is dying. Entity, they might have found something here. Entity find another kill. Now there's no buyback on either of those
It's 2
heroes.
minutes.
That is a huge problem. Oh my god, Entity, did they... Couldn't you just hit the towers?
I mean, they could have.
I don't know.
All right, boys, you see the line getting drawn. All right, Entity gonna run it down some lanes.
Oh, God.
Okay, Amar, he's very tanky. Got a little bit excited, was probably screaming to the lads, I'm unkillable, and the excitement got to them. It's... yeah.
Oh, man. No buybacks on these heroes. It's Sumail and GH right now.
And there's still Chrono, because he refreshed, didn't use the second one.
Kuro does have buyback, but it's only an Enchantress. I mean, with no buybacks, this is a huge problem. They might just be able to end this game.
They do have 2 forts, though.
I mean, we'll see if it ends up mattering or not. They jump in with Sumail trying to kill off that creep wave, but they've got pipe. They're going to use the glyph there. But I think this is at least tier 3 down. Now, can they go for more? Do they know that these buybacks aren't there? They should actually.
They should go for it. They should go for it.
Looking for it. Trying to take this one down. Stormstormer, they step forward. They want to end this game right now. We've got 30 seconds until Amar is back up. Can they take it down in time? The Hex is there. Enchantress in trouble, starting to drop, but eyes on the prize, focusing down these buildings. They now step forward. Mortimer's Kisses are there. Kuro, he's still living through all of this, but eventually they will get the kill on to the Enchantress. 10 seconds until Amar is there. Watson ready to go with the Chrono. Does have the refresh on cooldown, but they jump in, try and kill him up, but no! They drop him down, he's in trouble. Katomi misses the RP, but it is gonna be GH falling. Now Watson, he needs 7 more seconds until he has another Chrono ready to go. Kuro, Amar's still chasing. The Hex is there, onto this Mag. Do they try to turn this again? Doesn't look like it. Stormstormer just has to TP to get out of there, and
the root!
It got him in time! And a kill there from Nigma, and suddenly the tables have turned.
The absolute back and forth, like Entity, they see the window, they try and go for it, but the chip, the delay, you know, maybe they got a little bit baited by Kuroki there, and yeah, Stormstormer mistimes his BKB TP, and now we have to flip the script. Now Nigma just has to walk down lanes. Everyone's back alive. For sure, they need to respect this chrono, this refresher available. But Mag being dead for 40 seconds, yeah, just so much damage.
You can see these esportbet.ios, they feel like this one's over, but that Rapier coming out right now. They buy a Deso.
They want to get out of this game.
I mean, you got to be careful. They don't know about the Rapier. Watson, he jumps in, jumps out, the skewer, the pullback, and now the chrono! He's got them all! Oh, the damage from the fountain, it's enough! It's enough! It's enough! They got him! MC in trouble, starting to fall. Watson gets him! Katomi! He does it again! Kuro is gonna drop down! The fountain, the Rapier, everything! It all worked for them! Unbelievable! And now they're dead with a buyback again!
Katomi, you fucking beautiful human being. What the hell was that?
Oh!
They did not respect the buybacks once again.
Dude.
All right, run it back down mid, boys.
That is insane. 7,500 damage dealt by that Faceless Void. Watson's just farming right now. I mean, they got to go for this, I think, but at the same time, I mean, I don't even know. We'll take a look at that replay. What a freaking combo and what a bait.
But his buyback literally just come up in this fight. Like it was, he wasn't available, and then he insta buyback with them being in range. Of course, the refresher just really paying off for Entity, just being able to punish multiple times in a row now.
Jeez. And you can see
and also, just sorry, look here when he puts the remnant to the left side, he's also trying to like find some like catch plays here where he's trying to hopefully get him here, and like the entire time he's just thinking of the fountain. Yeah, look at him.
And now they want to try and end it again.
Right, okay, they buyback this time.
They have buyback on Amar, but you don't want to use it with 20 seconds left. They're still going to be able to focus down these buildings. Go for the tier 4 towers again. Watson, he's ready. He's trying to take it down. It's a lot of tankability for Amar, but can they keep him away from the Ancient? Do they have enough to do that? They're thinking about it. Amar steps forward. The disarm is there. The control, though, GH needs to be careful. Katomi finds Sumail again, but there's nothing to get out of that. Oh, man, both teams are feeling squirrely right now. The Haunt's out. They got to be careful. MC jumps in. There's no fountain here to help you. Stormstormer thinking about a turn. The Hex is there onto the Ember. Toby needs to get away, but does not have the mobility to do it. Stormstormer, now he's hexed. They find him, chasing, killing, done. And Watson, the only one left alive right now, the only one with buyback. And that might finally spell the end. Although now, and Nigma, they're so afraid they're going to go get Roche.
Oh, come on.
They're like, guys, that fountain's really strong.
Brother, like, just time the buybacks, man. Like, you've seen them use them. I respect it. This game is way too chaotic. The comms are probably everywhere. They need to just, you know, probably stabilize themselves. And this is that stability, but I'm pretty sure if you timed them, you could maybe have done a punishment. But okay, you get the Roshan. What is it this time? It's Act, Refresher, Cheese, Aegis. It's an abundance of resources to not get fountain found once again from Entity.
They won this game. They absolutely won this game, and they still probably will on the side of Nigma, but this is another opportunity where if these heroes respawn in time, they might be able to do something. They're going for the tier 3 towers.
And Watson picked up a nullifier, so now he's going to be able to punish these Aeon discs that are coming out on the Razor.
Scary stuff.
We're going to get one more fight. That's the thing.
We'll see if that ends up happening in terms of, or if they just go for the all-in now. They could. Still 25 seconds without Katomi. He is so much of their fight right now. And you can see that they're deciding to go for Megas. Nigma do not want to test this. The question is, can they get it and get out cleanly? Because everybody's going to be alive then.
There's a fortification available. Right now, if anything, Sumail, he needs to utilize his Ag Shard to throw out these remnants in the hope just to clip the Magnus, prevent those blink initiations. He's already doing it now.
Oh my god, and Invoker is like 1.5 creep away from level 25 too, but the Meteor, Hammer, the Meteors are there. Hammer long gone, but look at him, MC. He's in some trouble, does still have that Aegis, don't want to use the Chrono if they don't have to. I can't believe that this game is still going.
The small play there, like he's trying to skewer on the kinetic, so you can't get him through the kinetic, and potentially if he got him deeper, that could have been a thing, but why the hell is this game happening, lasting this long? I mean, Magnus is the answer. I think that's one thing.
We said we wanted to see 60 minutes. It might still happen. There's a very real possibility, because now Radiant, they've got buybacks. Everybody except for the Mag. Snapfire about to get it from Gold.
Yeah, and I feel like Entity, they don't care at all about any lanes lost here. Like, you've got plenty of ways to push out the creeps. So the fact that they weren't mega creeped, it gives them all the lease of life. Like, it doesn't matter. The kill score, the net worth, nothing matters right now.
And for Amar, too, he invested into this Aeon Disc. With that Nullifier now there, this item becomes much less important.
Some might even say it's now like kind of a useless pickup in regards to the greater fight, but for Amar, if he's tanking the Chrono, he's probably excited anyways.
Right, that's fair.
He can survive through it. It's mainly for Entity. They need to be able to find a way to wrap around him to utilize a better Chrono on heroes. And again, you got a refresher. You have 2 opportunities to hit a banger.
We did also talk, and we saw earlier, the Snapfire has gone for that level 20 talent, so Lil Shredder uses attack damage with the Daedalus done. So actual damage dealer on Toby, but they're moving in right now with a lot of heroes. Use 1 to start, get vision. Toby tries to back away, but MC is in, and Watson right on top of him gets a bash right there. Can they bring him down? Has to jump away for the moment. Still nothing used. Amar on top of Toby. Stormstormer, the deafening blast and the pushback. They're still chasing. The Hex is there. They got him caught. Toby in trouble. Second round refresher is out. And Toby trying to get away, but won't be able to. Does have buyback. Dead on Disruptor. Now hexed up on Stormstormer. Watson waiting for his moment here. Does have Chrono ready. RP already used, and now the jump, they get him caught, and now the Meteors drop down too. They got them both dead. Do they have more left in the tank? Amar trying to back away. Watson jumps from him too. And MC still standing there, has the cheese in his inventory. The Hex is out. They have more control, but they don't have their Magnus. Now Fissure, the cookie to get him away. The Hex is out there too. The impetus shot from downtown, almost enough to get the kill, but he gets out of there again. Look at this. Back and forth we go. It's a buyback from Ember and a couple buybacks used on Entity. Stormstormer, Toby, Fishman.
Still, Void has refresher. Another Chrono is available. Again, they're fighting inside Entity's base. Skewer is incredibly strong here. Nigma, they have to respect it. Ember, of course, did use buyback.
Well, once he's back up again, that's still the issue at the moment. Watson does have, like you said, that refresher ready to go. Doesn't want to use it yet, but might if the opportunity arises. Still dangerous, but MC, there's no real save for him. Kuro's there with the healing. Tornado lift up. GH looking to the side, wanting to find him. They even dropped down the gem. Seeing if they can find vision onto Watson, and there he is. Jumps in, jumps out, static storm down, looking for the control. Do they have enough? Watson tries to find that backline. That's cheese used now too, as the glyph has been dropped down. Hex is out onto this Faceless Void. Force Staff keeping him alive. The melee racks is still there. Watson wanting to save this Chronosphere, wanting to save this refresher, seeing if they can get the kill without it. A couple more hits. Rooted, drop down, dead, low. The Echo, the Force Staff to the other side, but he's hexed. He's in trouble, but he has that buyback. They take it down, they take the racks. Rapier in the hands of MC, but he does go down, and now Watson steals it back. So they get Mega. GH is gonna get caught and going to die here. As they also find the Hex onto Kuro. A little bit difficult to take down the Enchantress, but with Katomi there, it looks like they're gonna be able to. So they get the Mega Creeps, they take down 3 for it, but they all have buyback.
They didn't get the Rapier. The Rapier's on Amar now.
Yeah, they killed MC and stole it away.
Exactly. So,
a good play there, being able to steal that one out for Amar.
Yeah. Oh god, this is just a long drawn out game, but for Nigma at least, it's like now you get the Mega Creeps, you take away a Rapier, it's like just levels of insurance now. And of course, you still, fundamentally you have to respect that the inevitable fight where Magnus is able to actually contribute to the high ground, but
he's got a Rapier again now.
Yeah, he's back again. I mean, he has no buyback, there's no reason not to have it. 3 minutes away from the 60-minute mark. If anything, I'm trying to think what neutral items are going to be good here. It's for Nigma, it's like you want heroes that just allow you to push yourself out of this game, right?
Well, I mean, they also just got the Aghanims on the Disruptor, so that's something else to consider. Wait, Amar? Oh my God, double Rapier, Watson. Dare we dream?
Throw it on the Snapfire, Daedalus Rapier plus your little Shredder.
Gets the vision down here. Katomi could place it. If they see somebody, it's a really good blow up there.
They're going to see him.
Spot him right away. Looks for Amar. Pulls him back, but the BKB already there. Yeah, now they see that the reward's in the area, and they're going to take those away.
Yeah, with the Mega Creeps coming into bot lane, it's a very split decision right now. Do they just commit for this moment?
He's going for the all-in, but the Hex is already there. He's in trouble. He's in in trouble. BKB out though, and now the nullifier to turn it. The Ancient, it's starting to be hit. They need to come up with answers to this. Amar, down low, second Chronosphere. It's there. And Watson, now he has 2 rapiers. Does he have the damage that he needs?
Get him
they
out.
turn their sights back. The Echo Slam is there on the Stormstormer. MC trying to find him. Is it going to be enough? Yes. 2 rapiers on the deck. A triple kill for Sumail, and GG is called. Nigma managed to hold out till the end. What an insane game.
This is exactly what you want to see in a best of 3. Yeah, you want the bounce backs, you want everything, and whew, okay, this was what do you want to say, right? We had 20 minutes of